Alright, welcome back, everybody, to the Adventures of Luton. I don't have the window selected. I don't have the right window selected. I tabbed to check Twitter and my notifications are blowing up for some reason, and I didn't have time to figure out why. Can I get my thingy, please? Can I get my cursor? There we go. Alright, we're back in game. Cool. This is why I'm avoiding tabbing out too much during this game, because EPSXE is not the greatest when it comes to alt-tabbing away. Oh, hope everyone's feeling nice and comfy today. I'm enjoying doing a little bit of a casual playthrough of a very puzzling game. Honestly, this is such a different feel from the first two games. It's a lot more detective-y. I'm quite liking it at the moment. It feels a lot more. It feels more like what I imagine an anti-Drew game plays like. Maybe we should play some of those on later Sundays. I'm really liking the chill puzzle Sundays. I want to keep that up. As it is though, good. I'm glad it's chill vibes. So we're looking for a golden sword. What do you know about the golden sword so far? It was in a crate at the warehouse at Pier 5. Crates from the warehouse at Pier 5 were taken... Some were taken to the Architects Guild under the name of Varberg. Some of them were taken to the Cafe Ankh. In order to get into the Architects Guild, I need someone that's already in the Architects Guild... Sorry, Archaeologists Guild, not Architects Guild. To... basically approve of me. The only people that we know are in the Architects Guild are Ilsa and Two Conkers, and we do not know where they are. I'm going to make a quick trip to the Saturnalia Casino. This feels like the most likely place. This is the last place we saw Ilsa and Two Conkers. However, they weren't there last time we came here, but that was when Carlotta was here. Now that Carlotta's not here, maybe Ilsa's going to be here. And of course they're not. That was too easy. That was too easy to prove me wrong. Where would Ilsa be? And/or Two Conkers. Preferably Ilsa. Thompson Palace, Sudopsis Yard, Magdalen Bridge. Let's try the Magdalen Bridge. Carlotta's probably still at the mansion, but Carlotta's not a member of the Archaeologist Guild. Ilsa we need. Yeah, this is just... the body's still not been moved, which seems very unhygienic. There's nothing else there that I think we can find. We have the rooftops. Try the mausoleum, because I don't think there'll be anything here. But it is a place we've not been to in ages, so if there's like something here... then, you know, it could have triggered from an event or something. But nope, doesn't look like there's anything here at all. I know Luton really doesn't want to find Ilsa, but I really do. I really do right now. Should we try Luton's office? I think I've probably tried Luton's office fairly recently. Yep, no notes, no Ilsa. No dwarf with an axe gonna come murder me. Let's go talk to Malachite, I guess. I don't know why. I think it's because he was mentioned in that last conversation. Oh, Malachite, sorry. No, Malachite is large stone friend and Malachite is dead. It's very sad. Do you have anything you can tell me? No, let's talk about which deity they serve. And that's the Rata. Alright, can you tell me about a golden sword? You know everything.
What do you know about a golden sword? Sword? Sword?
Sword?
You are not worthy to talk of
Sword?
Be silent, lest I smite you.
Sword?
Never speak of the sword again until you have proved yourself worthy in the eyes of Errata.
Alright, what do you know about wine barrels?
The Milka.
Oh, yes. Most people know that the Milka is part of the advanced fleet for the Klatchian Navy, but not everyone knows that they
Wait.
are smuggling top-grade Klatchian pornography into the
What?
city. It's all part of the Brindisian Illuminati's plot to corrupt the moral minority and make Ankh-Morpork the most depraved city on the Discworld.
Make Ankh-Morpork the most... Yeah, it already
It's
is.
the most depraved city on the Discworld.
Now you see what we're up against.
Oh, he's quite mad.
Actually, the porn wasn't a patch on the homemade stuff.
He's quite insane. Yeah, I've already done that one. I've already done that one. We should probably go to Von Uberwald's and look at the Von Uberwald crate, to be honest. Yeah, okay, that's where we're going next. We're going to see Carlotta.
Rumor has it.
Oh, we've already looked at this. That's where we found out about the assassin.
What can you tell me about Jesper Horst?
Horst is a major player in several conspiracies. The Brindisian Illuminati are still after him for stealing the unholy pail.
The unholy
Certainly
pail?
not someone to be messed with.
Alright.
I've heard that something bestial stalks the streets of Ankh-Morpork.
He'll have to be more specific than that.
True.
Why, in the sewers alone there's the albino alligators, the ratkin, and the abominable night soil. And then there's some of the citizens.
Forget I asked.
Yeah, way too vague.
Reagan was secretly a member of the Dwarfish Tongs. He was rubbed out in a gangland skirmish between the
Okay.
Shin Kicker Triad and the Neck
The
Cleaver.
shin kickers and the neck cleavers. Yep. That sounds. Yeah, perfect.
And why were his eyes poked out?
His body was offered up as a sacrifice to the creatures of the dungeon dimensions, the fetid obscenities from beyond time and space.
I just love his
Except
insanity.
Errata caused them to get their rituals confused, otherwise the city would be crawling with hellspawn right now. He knew too much.
Large stone friend knew too much.
Are we talking about the same Malachite?
Yeah, I've already talked about all that. 3712V.
What does 3712V mean to you?
It's the combination to the phantasmal vault of Capsicum.
Ooh, Capsicum.
Even the lowliest neophyte of Errata knows that.
Capsicum. All right. Yeah, this was predictably completely useless. Let's go and talk to Carlotta and the Count. Both of which should now be back at the Von Uberwald mansion. Oh, you know what? Let's talk to the butler actually first, because the butler is always a fount of knowledge.
Who would...
Do you know anything about this coin? No. Okay. Do you know anything about a golden sword? No. A wine barrel?
Do you know anything about the wine barrels the Milka was carrying?
No. The Von Uberwald crate?
The Von Uberwalds had a crate on the Milka. Did you know anything about it?
Why Sarah insists on believing that I know everything that goes on in this house is beyond my
That's your
comprehension.
job! You're the butler! Your job is to know what's going on in this house.
Do you know anything about the Varberg crates that were on the Milka?
Sir has many questions, but alas, I have few answers.
Alright. You don't know about the counterweight killings. Beast? No. Horst? No. 3712V? Nope. Alright. You were useless. Fetch me Carlotta. Oh, I can't talk to him once I've, like, said bye. Is Carlotta just happily, like, standing over here? Carlotta? Hello?
There was something
Hello? Carlotta? Oh. Well, I can't talk to the butler anymore. The butler's not an interactable object. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to talk to the Count first. I guess I have to leave the mansion and come back in to talk to Carlotta. Alright. What do you know about a golden sword? Nope. Alright. What do you know about a wine barrel?
Do you know anything about the wine barrels the milker was carrying?
I'm sorry, but I don't get out of the conservatory much.
Do you know anything about the crate belonging to the von Uberwalds that was on the milker?
Please do not waste my time.
I'm guessing that's a no. And you don't know the Varberg crates either. Bestial attacker? No. Jasper Horst?
Horst? Horst? Is Horst here in Ankh-Morpork? Mark my words, young man. This is poor augur for us all.
Poor augur?
Yes. Yes. I suspect we shall find Horst is involved in Reagan's disappearance.
Frankly, I'm not convinced he has anything to do with Reagan's disappearance.
Well, all the same, watch your step if Horst is in town.
Okay. We don't want to bring up Reagan's murder. Even though he just did. He doesn't care about petty crimes. Malachite? No, well. And everything, yeah, we've already talked about that. 3712V, nothing. Alright, well, you were useless. Alright, we need to talk to Carlotta then. Can I... Oh, there we go. Oh, you've got an interactable element now. You didn't before. Now you're interactable.
What a shame that Sarah's trip has been wasted.
Oh, Carlotta's not home. Where is Carlotta then? Damn it, Carlotta's meant to be here. I actually don't think we've been to Horst since... Oh no, we did go to Horst after Reagan's murder. No, I don't think he mentioned knowing anything about it. Where's Carlotta then? Oh, I already know there's nobody at the casino. Yep, not there. Where are you? Let's go and talk to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Horst.
Ah, Mr. Luton.
Ah,
It is
Mr.
always a
Luton.
pleasure to see you. I trust you have brought something with you that will be to my liking.
I haven't brought you the sword yet, if that's what you mean.
I'm a patient troll, sir, but there are limits to my patience.
Tell me about your associates.
So Carlotta's an associate, and Alkali's an associate. You still haven't told me what you mean by associate, though.
I think we've already had this conversation.
Let's just say that the three of us share a common goal.
Where is Carlotta?
You're still interested in buying the sword off me, I suppose?
Naturally. I am not a fickle businessman by any stretch of the imagination.
But you won't tell me anything about it.
Come now, sir. In our line of business, information is as valuable a currency as the dollar. I am not about to give you for nothing what may have greater value as a secret.
Perhaps I'd be more inclined to sell to you if I knew what I was dealing with.
Perhaps. Nonetheless, I am in no doubt that no one can match the prices I am offering, and hence, I have no doubt that ultimately, you will have to sell to me.
You could be right. We'll see.
The problem kind of is I don't really have a gold sword, but sure. Right, you don't know anything about the wine barrels, you don't know anything about the crates, you don't know anything about the Varberg crates. The Varberg crates...
The Milka had been carrying crates under the name Varberg, and those crates were now in the Guild of Archaeologists.
Okay, I have an idea. Let's leave here. I want to go to Cafe Ankh, and I want to ask Sam about the wine barrels. Because he should know about that. I mean, Cafe Ankh is his after all. Maybe he'll give me the key to go down there. If I'm lucky. I mean, Luton and Sam seem to have a pretty good relationship.
Some ale, Mr. Luton.
Tell me about the wine barrels.
Apparently, some of the cargo on the Milka was delivered here. That's right. The Milka always brings us a supply of Ephebian wine.
Ephebian?
Where is it now? Most of it is still in the wine cellar. We sell some of it on. Who to? Lots of different people. I have a box of receipts in the cellar if you're
yes,
interested.
gimme.
Sure, I'll give you the key.
Nice. Progress. Right, let's go down, 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 let's go down. Into the cellar. We have some wine barrels to investigate. Progress. I love making progress after like a whole load of like time without making any. So, key. The key to the wine cellar. Not just key, the key to the wine cellar. Right, down we go.
Years ago, it would have been my dream to stand in the Café Ankh's wine cellar. So many barrels of fine wine. Even Chateau Hector, Year of the Weevil. My favorite vintage. I used to dream of Ilsa, too, from time to time. So when I walked in to find Ilsa there, I had to check I wasn't wearing my pajamas.
How did you get down here? Where's the receipts? I want the receipts before I kind of deal with them, but they're not going to let me have them, are they? Why do I get the feel... I don't know.
Most of the wine barrels in the Café Ankh cellar had been brought into Ankh-Morpork on the Milka. I didn't really need a wine barrel.
I didn't really need one, but I could probably use one, you know. Alright, Ilsa, what's going on?
My ex-lover Ilsa and her companion two conkers were hiding out from the Assassin's Guild in the wine cellar. Hello again, Ilsa. I can see I'm going to have to get used to finding you where I least expect. You didn't say goodbye at the casino. What happened to you?
We got away, thanks to you.
It was nothing.
It wasn't nothing. You saved our lives, Luton.
Lulu, is that you?
What's
Lulu?
up with him?
He's delirious.
Oh.
He's been injured.
Let me have a look at his wound.
Luton is now
He'll be
Lulu.
fine. He needs a chance to rest, that's all. He fades in and out a little, but he'll be okay.
What happened?
It was Remora. He's been following us. He won't quit.
He's an assassin. It's his job. Once they've been paid, the target is as good as dead. They never renege on a contract. They throw great soirees as well, and if they invite you, they won't take no for an answer.
That's not much comfort.
Well, at least you know if an assassin kills you, you're not going to be killed by some thug. They're very efficient at it. Practice makes perfect, you might say. I was going to be an assassin once.
What happened?
The usual. Forces outside my control.
It is you, from Casino. You save our life. We to be in your debt.
I guess you to be just that.
We need your help, Luton.
Haven't I done enough for you?
I know it's a lot to ask after what
I
happened.
literally saved your life.
Women. It's never enough,
Women.
is it?
Please, you have to find us somewhere safe
Luton,
to hide.
honestly.
Why? Why should I do that for you? Why should I do anything for you?
Not for what happened, Luton. For what we had. Once.
We had a dream. Trouble is, I woke up and I could still remember it.
Okay, I mean, so the box of receipts should be somewhere in the cellar, but I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go through Ilsa and Two Congas to get it.
Does he know about us?
Two Congas? No. I
Meanwhile,
never told him.
Why not?
He's my husband.
You're married?
I always was. Even when I met you.
Why didn't you tell me?
It's not as simple as that. I met Two Congas in Ikalpon. He was on a secret dig for the Sun Emperor and we fell in love.
I thought the Agateans weren't supposed to know about the outside world.
That's true, but the outside world isn't supposed to know about the Agatean Empire either. Trouble is, centuries ago, their empire spread beyond the counterweight continent, and there's archaeological evidence for the strange and charmed Quack dynasties all along the Terminus
Quarks.
Ocean coast. The
Oh,
Sun
God.
Emperor sent Two Congas out to cover up the evidence.
This doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you were married when we met.
Two Congas
Strange
went
and
back
charmed.
to the Agatean Empire, and I stayed behind. He wasn't sure I'd be safe there as an outsider. I didn't think I'd ever see him again. He might as well have died. I almost died too, until I met you.
Great. I was your number 2 husband.
You don't understand, Luton. I didn't love Two Congas. I mean, I was infatuated with him, and he needed me. I was nothing before I met him. He gave me a purpose. He gave me a life.
Oh, that's good.
I guess she's just wiggling
Because
back and
he
forth.
took mine. At least his accounts will balance. He came back, didn't he? That's why you left me.
Yes. I got a letter from him saying that the government had been overthrown and the empire was a new world. I wanted to tell you, but I didn't think you'd understand.
At least you got that right. So, you're Mrs. Ilsa Conkers.
No, I kept my maiden name. Our marriage was supposed to be a secret.
All right. I mean, so we've got a lot to talk to Ilsa about. I guess we'll go through the standard conversation, but I definitely want to ask her about the coin. And what's the other thing we need to talk to her about? The wobble is just hilarious. Yeah.
So you've been
It's 'cause they're,
traveling
like,
with
pre-rendered.
Two Conkers for quite a while now.
I assume with the PC version, they're like models,
Yes.
but on the PS1
We've been
version, it's
making our
pre-rendered
way
for
around the Circle
performance
Sea.
reasons.
There have been several digs.
And everything you find goes back to the Agatean
Maybe.
Empire.
Or maybe it's just all pre-rendered.
No, not now. There's no point. Most of it comes here to Ankh-Morpork. We give it to the Guild of Archaeologists.
that's the other thing I want to talk to you
Antiquarians,
about.
and tomb
The
evacuators.
guild.
They have quite a
Let me in.
collection of artifacts.
That's it? You spend your life digging up junk that no one ever sees?
We're looking for something. Something Two Conquers wants to take back to the Agatean Empire.
What is it?
A jewel.
Jewel. Find the jewel, yes?
Tell me about this jewel.
Is that the one?
Gold-plated jewel.
Please tell me Malachi's not
Very
just taking it.
old.
I thought the Agatean Empire had plenty of gold.
Special artifact. Gold to be making it come from Agatean Empire. Stolen by one of your gods. Great fortune to Empire if it can be returned to us.
How will you know if you found it?
Gold-plated jewel not common. This jewel be having inscription. Unquam paratas.
It means forever ready.
You don't even know if this jewel actually exists, do you?
We've just come from a dig in Sorta. It's a village near the ruins of the ancient city of Sort. We found inscriptions there of many artifacts, including this jewel. It exists, all right. We just haven't been able to find it.
That's good to know. I still need access to the Guild of
If
Archaeologists.
all these inscriptions were in Sorta, what are you doing here in Ankh-Morpork?
That's just it. The inscriptions claim that the jewel is here in Ankh-Morpork. Apparently, after the fall of Sort, the jewel was held by monks in the village of Sorta. But over 4 centuries, the Knights of the Order of the Sacred Tulip went out on quests to find it.
Why?
They were knights. They went on foolish quests all the time. It was a knight thing. I think all the different orders competed to outdo each other in foolishness. I heard the Knights of the Fairly Pink Triangle spent 2 centuries looking for a better
The
name.
Knights of the Fairly
And you
Pink
think
Triangle.
one of the
I want to
knights
be
found
part of
it?
the Knights of the Fairly Pink
Apparently.
Triangle.
The inscription said he took it to Ankh-Morpork, there to guard it forever.
Forever?
You know these ancient inscriptions. They have a tendency to exaggerate everything. It probably meant nearly forever.
See, I'm wondering if that's going to be in this box that Malachite took. What even happened to the box that Malachite took? I'm guessing whoever killed Malachite has got that now. So that means that whoever's killed Malachite has got this treasure and the golden sword. Probably other things as well. And that explains why they've killed Mundi and Malachite, because other than Mundi and Malachite, everybody else killed in the Counterweight killings is like someone important, someone powerful. Alright, tell me about the coin.
Does this coin mean anything?
Yeah, I think we can rule out two
My
conquers.
word! That looks just like 2305.
What?
Number 2305. One of the artifacts we dug up in Sorta. It's an early Sortian coin, I think. You're having one.
So that came from the same dig.
What makes you say that?
Well, we only found one, so we thought it might be a seal with some symbolic or cultural significance. But if there's more than one, then it's probably just a coin.
Is it valuable?
Not really.
The only time I saw a metallic flat disc.
Interesting.
It wasn't from...
So there are still like markings on it that I can't read, but she's not offered to translate them, so I guess she's not going to do that.
Do you know...
Yeah, you don't know anything about Reagan.
I wasn't about...
Alright, let's go through the notebook then, because the next thing we need is access to the Archaeologist Guild.
You two must know about a lot of ancient artifacts.
Of course. Why do you ask?
Ever heard of a golden sword?
Golden sword? You have to be being more precise. Must be 50 golden sword artifacts in Agatean Empire alone.
But then they do have a lot of gold. That's why they call it the Orient.
Oh. The Orient. With an AU. That is such a Discworld thing.
Do you know anything about the wine barrels the Milka was carrying?
Sorry, Luton. We don't know anything about that.
I appreciate it. Like this Discworld is just like pun after pun.
Do you know anything about the...
Right, you don't know anything about the Gonu Blows. The Varberg crates, those are the ones that were delivered to the Guild of Archaeologists, though.
I'm trying to track some of the cargo on the Milka. A set of crates that were supposed to belong to a Varberg.
That's me, Ilsa Varberg.
Wait, what?
You never told me your name was Varberg.
Names weren't that important to us back then, if you remember.
I guess not. So the crates are yours?
Mine and two conkers, yes. They should be at the Guild of Archaeologists by now.
What was in them?
Artifacts from the dig in Sorta.
Ooh.
Nothing valuable except in the historical sense.
I need to get to them.
I can get you into the guild if you want.
Yes,
But
please.
it'll cost you.
What do you want?
I saved
Find
your
us
life.
Somewhere safe to hide two
I
conkers.
literally
He's
saved
not
your life.
safe while Remora is looking for him.
That's true. But nowhere in the city is going to be safe.
You'll have to find somewhere that no one would even think of looking for him.
It'd take a miracle to conceal two conkers, and the Patrician has outlawed miracles.
I'm
That's
wondering.
my price. If you hide two conkers, I'll sign you into the guild. You'll never get in there without me.
I'll do what I can. That's
I'm
all I
wondering
can do.
if.
That's all I ask.
If I find somewhere to hide him, you'll take me to the crates?
I'll get you into the guild, but you're on your own after that. That's my offer. Take it or leave it.
Leonard
I'll take
Cell?
it.
I'm thinking Leonard Cell might be the best place to find it.
If I find somewhere to hide him, you'll take...
Well, let's quickly
And if I...
go through some of this other stuff as well.
you
Counterweight
heard?
killings we've already talked about.
Word...
That's what they were talking about.
That's it. People must have heard about two conkers, and word has got around that there's someone from the counterweight continent in town.
The rumors must have got mixed up somehow.
There's no somehow about it. Rumors always get mixed up. Do you think the Duke of Earl is really as stupid as people believe? Of course not. But every time someone does something stupid and no one can remember who did it, it gets blamed on the Duke.
You mean he doesn't have the mental powers of a mushroom?
Well, there's some truth in all rumors.
So people think Two Conkers is an assassin. This is insane. He couldn't hurt a fly. He couldn't even catch a fly. Come to think of it, he couldn't even catch a cold.
It doesn't matter whether or not he's an assassin, only that people think he is.
Well, can't we just go to the Patrician and get the whole thing cleared up?
We could, but his idea of clearing the whole thing up probably means handing 2 conkers over to the Assassin's Guild. He rates tidiness over justice.
Would they let us go if we explained?
They don't care whether he's an assassin or not. They've been paid. It's all over but the receipt.
Then you're our only chance. Help us, Luton. You're our only hope.
That's a reference.
Do you know...
Horst. I've heard of him. He's a treasure hunter, isn't he?
So it seems.
I heard that one of his employees was in Sorta when we were. I don't know what they were doing, though.
Interesting. So whatever happened in Sorta, we need to figure out, and I think the key to doing that is going to be to get into the Guild of Archaeologists.
Do you
It's
know
definitely
anything
still our,
about
like,
some
our
kind of beast
focus
stalking
goal.
the streets?
Okay, you don't know anything about that. Regan? No. Mundi upside down? No. Malachite? No. 3712V?
Does 3712V mean
Well, it could be a catalogue number.
a catalog number?
A catalogue number for the...
what?
In the Guild of Archaeologists,
Yes!
they have a collection of artifacts there. And they all
It's
have
not a shipping
catalogue
number, it's a catalogue number.
Are you sure that's what it is?
No, of course not. It could mean anything. But it's a possibility, at least.
So one of the treasures, hopefully one of the ones that's been delivered to the Guild of Archaeologists. We need to get into that guild.
I don't...
We need to get into that guild. So, we need somewhere we can hide 2 conkers. I am thinking... We'll have a quick look at what's on the map first. I am thinking that the Patrician's Palace is a good place. I just don't see where... I don't see how any of the other places can help. Let's have a look at the Patrician's Palace. Oh wait, one thing before we do that. Can I just try and use... hiding place with the Patrician's Palace?
I like the idea of hiding 2 conkers in the palace. It was somewhere that the assassins would never look. And Lord Vetinari would never think of looking right under his own nose. I hoped. Trouble was, I wanted somewhere inside that was safe.
It's definitely Leonard Cell.
Somewhere suitably hidden.
Definitely Leonard Cell. Let us go up to Leonard Cell and see if we can...
I headed back the way I came. I couldn't shake the feeling I was being watched.
What? Why am I being watched?
It always looked much easier in the clickies.
That was a weird scene. I mean, I probably shouldn't have done this when it said literally you're being watched. So let's just like sneak into this secret place.
Hello.
Alright, he's deeply immersed in a mechanical problem. Understood. But I have a thing to... I've got business. Amanda's using your thing as a hiding place.
Hello again.
Okay, that's a no. How would I be able to say use this as the hiding place? Because Leonard is clearly, like, busy. Could I have it here?
Useful though they are, an exit is just an exit.
I don't have. There's no like interactable for my cell. I don't think. I'm unsure. Because, like, yeah, there's no arrow on the side of the screen. I've tried using it on the clustered table. The other way would be if I could, like, help Leonard in some way. Do you recognize this coin? Can you use your notebook? So what I can take things out of the notebook. So like I can use take hiding place. So I've got hiding place in my hand now. I need something to use that on. And I've tried using it on Leonard. And that's a no-go. I've tried using it on the clustered table. Other than that, like maybe use it on Lucent? Nope. Yeah, the gaming hole didn't work either. So grab hiding place. Use on gaping hole.
Useful though they are, an exit is just an exit.
Maybe on the wall from outside?
Right under the Patrician's nose.
Cool.
It was just crazy a nose.
It was just crazy a nose.
The empty. Right. It.
All right. I think I'm fairly happy that that's what it wanted me to do. We'll see when we get back to the. I'm hoping it worked. It did say right on the Patrician's nose, just crazy enough to work. I'm taking that to mean that hopefully something will have unlocked here in this conversation. Yep, there we go.
I've done it. I found somewhere to hide him.
Where?
Where no one would even think about looking. Somewhere that only the Patrician and I know exists, I reckon.
And
the
Leonard.
Patrician and you? What if the Patrician finds two conkers there?
Two conkers should be able to hide without too much difficulty. Besides, I have a feeling that if Lord Veterinary meets two conkers, he'll have a different take on this situation. He doesn't like to see useful people get killed. Besides, I am sure this is the only place in Ankh-Morpork that he'll be safe from Remora. Is it okay to move him?
He should be okay.
To be feeling much better in thankings.
Sure he's not still delirious?
Sometimes I wonder.
Let's go.
Nice. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Hello again, Leonard.
Oh, has he got help?
Hello. I'm afraid I had to go back to the drawing tablet with the spinning blades radiating from central hub. It was too heavy. The device flew all right, but only in a downward trajectory.
That is looking like some
Oh,
kind
that's
of
two
fluttering
conkers.
machinery.
Yes,
He's bigger than I
call
imagined.
it a flapping wing flying device. But it isn't working yet.
May I take a look?
Be my guest.
Oh wait, he's on a box as well.
The increasings of the wingitude.
The span of the wings? I considered it, but the weight is still the problem.
What if you be using bombastic wood for the frame?
It hadn't occurred to me that two conkers would have any practical skills, but I guess you didn't carry out complex excavations without learning a thing or two about engineering.
Nice. So Leonard's happy.
I left him to get to know Leonard and hooked up with Ilsa. She had a deal to keep.
So two conkers should be safe there.
With 2 conkers safely hidden away, Ilsa kept her word. She took me straight to the guild and signed me in as her personal guest.
He did say someone was watching him. Yeah, probably. Ooh, this is fancy. Got classical music playing and everything. Look at the size of that fireplace. You could sell that as a 3-bedroom apartment in London.
The fireplace was home to a roaring fire, providing light and warmth. There was something distracting about it, but I couldn't work out what.
Honestly, you're like a little child. Leave it alone.
But it's pretty! Fine. Right, there doesn't seem to be anything I can much to interact with here, apart from this bookcase. I always like to leave conversations till last.
It was only a small bookcase, but it might have something interesting on its shelves.
Keep your grubby little hands away from that.
Alright, I get it. I gotta go through you first. Wait, what's that? A hinged book?
I wasn't an expert, but I was pretty sure the hinged book was a switch of some kind.
Alright, I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket for now. Let's talk to Laredo.
Laredo Croft,
Lara Croft!
the upwardly nubile tomb evacuator, and the focus of the fantasy.
It's Lara Croft!
Post-pubescent adolescence.
Laredo Kronk!
I had to admit there was something.
Tomb Excavator!
Excuse me.
This is a Tomb
Can you
Raider
help me?
crossover now.
That depends on what you want.
I'm new here. I'm just trying to get a feel for the place.
Are you a member?
Not yet.
What's your name?
Luton.
Leighton.
Laredo Kronk. Pleased to meet you, I'm sure.
Laredo Kronk.
The pleasure is
It's
all
freaking
mine.
Tomb Raider.
Of course it is. So you're a guest, are you?
Is that a bad thing?
Only in so much as 8 out of 10 guests who confess to preference stole something before disappearing.
I'm not going to steal anything, trust me.
No, I think you're wrong. You are going to steal something, but don't worry about it. Almost everything the Guild of Archaeologists owns is stolen, and frankly, they should expect people to steal from them.
Do you steal from them?
Golly, no! I never steal from any building less than 1,000 years old, and it's really exciting puzzles.
Exciting puzzles. I was really not expecting this.
So, what do you do for a living?
I'm glad I've forgotten everything about this game.
I'm a tomb evacuator.
Tomb
What
Evacuator.
does that involve?
It's a lot of fun. It means
Medikits!
breaking into ancient buildings within which no man or woman has walked for thousands of years, apart from whoever it is who leaves all those medical kits, of course. And working my way through fiendish traps and puzzles, and eventually
I'm
stealing
freaking
some
out!
priceless treasure.
And do you sell the treasure?
Goodness, no! I'm far too well-bred for that. I bring it here, and have to watch as they slam it into a vault that nobody will look in.
A vault?
Forget I said that. Suffice it to say, the Guild of Archaeologists has a priceless collection of artifacts, but no one gets to see them.
Isn't that a waste?
Well, nobody said archaeology was rewarding.
Why do you do it then?
For the excitement, silly. And the fame. Everyone has heard of Laredo Kronk.
I hadn't.
Well,
Oh, good time
most
for the music to
have.
loop there.
I was on the front cover of Archaeologists Monthly twice last year.
I don't read it.
Those long words can be so tiresome, can't they?
What is it like being a Tomb Raider, Tomb Evacuator?
So, what does a tomb evacuator do?
Nothing special. I I break into places where priceless antiquities have been locked away for centuries, overcome the elaborate and convoluted security systems, defeat my rivals, and make away with the treasure. Typical day's work, really.
So, you must be pretty rich then.
Oh, I've got absolutely pots of money. Anyway, the whole thing with the tombs and so on is just a hobby. And of course, it's great for making friends.
She basically does not have eyes.
Fiendish tomb-guarding monsters?
No, I kill all those.
God, she doesn't.
I meant people are always asking me things like, how do you get to the third ledge in the tomb of Tex-Mex cuisine? What's a walkthrough?
Never heard of it.
People are always asking me for one. I hope it's nothing to do with sex.
My mind just boggled. Sorry.
I love everything about this conversation. I'm sorry.
Well, I knocked over the Grand Temple of Offler several times. Such sillies. Every time they get the Tear of Offler back, I take it. It's getting a bit boring recently. Then there's the Catacombs of Genua and the Temple of Anu Anu at Al-Khali. Don't know, it's all a little routine.
Those are all actual places.
I'd like to do something new for a
Well, in
change.
Discworld, anyway.
Ever thought about retiring?
I'd love to, but the public seem to want me.
You mentioned vaults.
I told you to forget I mentioned that.
We're gonna go use the Hinge book after we're done with this
I take it
conversation,
all
obviously.
the treasure that people find is kept in vaults under the guild.
I shouldn't discuss that with you since you're only a guest.
Worried I'm going to steal something?
Worried? No. I'm certain you're going to steal something. I just don't care.
Why not?
I'm very philosophical about this sort of thing. It's like I said, everything in the guild is stolen. It seems only fitting that someone else should get to steal it back. Assuming they can overcome the traps, of course.
Of course. All the traps. I'm looking forward to dealing with those traps. What can you tell me about this coin?
Does this mean anything to you?
I'd say it was either a Sortian or a Sortese coin. Not especially valuable.
The music
What's the
loop is
difference?
terrible, by the way.
Between Sortian and Sortese. About 2,000 yards. Sort was a city, the site of the famous Sortian Wars, and Sorta is a village, the site of the famous Sortian Wars tourist trade. Where did you get it?
It's not important.
You stole it, didn't you?
No.
Oh, come on, I can see it in your eyes. Don't worry, I'm proud of you.
We're all very proud of you.
The disc needs more tomb evacuators. We're really not that common. And there seems to be a never-ending supply of tombs, catacombs, pyramids, ziggurats.
She hasn't said
burial
oof
vaults,
once.
Caves, lost cities, temples, mines, crypts, mazes, barrows, castles, forts, vaults, swamps, chasms, labyrinths, mountains, mausoleums, tunnels, and dungeons.
Tunnels and dungeons.
And trolls and dragons. You'll get the hang of it, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm still loving everything about this conversation. Right, nothing about the grappling iron. Do you know this dwarf? No. Do you want a diamond? Nope. That'd be a really bad thing to show. Definitely don't want word going around about that. What about the notebook? Alright, tell me about a golden sword.
Huh. You'll have to be more specific than that. Golden swords aren't that uncommon, you know. I must have evacuated about 30 in my career, and that's not including the golden daggers, golden lances, and golden kebab skewers.
I'm sorry.
Ancients seem to think that gold was the best material to build everything out of. And I mean everything.
Those ancients.
The ziggurats of Tizuma had golden cutlery, golden swimming pools, golden bed sheets, and golden chamber pots.
Really?
Well, not anymore because I stole it all. But for a while it was very impressive.
Alright, what about wine? Nope. Onuberwald crates? Nope. Varberg crates?
I understand the Varberg crates were brought here.
Really? Whatever gave you that impression?
You've not heard of them?
If the Varberg crates were stored safely in the vaults beneath the guild...
I'm looking forward to
behind
these traps
many
and
intricate
pitfalls.
Cleverly designed traps and pitfalls, I certainly wouldn't tell you.
I get the impression that you really want me to try and break in.
What's the point in my sitting down and designing a security system if no one is going to try and overcome it?
Aren't you worried I might succeed?
No.
That's a vote of confidence, thank you.
Have you heard of a gold-plated jewel with the words Unquam Paratus inscribed on it?
That's the jewel Two Conkers is looking for, isn't it?
Yes.
He seems to think it's here in Ankh-Morpork.
And you don't?
If there was a valuable antiquity protected by an intricate and ancient security system anywhere in Ankh-Morpork, I'm sure I would have already found it.
Interesting. Counterweight killings, nothing. Horst?
Just
Everyone's
for
heard of Horst around here.
Yes, I know him. Horst and I go way back, and I don't mean that in a good way.
How do you know Horst?
You could say that he and I are rivals. We have this uncanny habit of turning up in the same place at the same time, looking for the same arcane treasure.
You sound bitter.
Well, I always win, of course, but that doesn't mean I don't resent his interference.
Must keep your life interesting, though.
Perhaps. I could stand a little less excitement in my life, though.
I've heard that a bestial attacker is loose on the city.
Oh, okay. Do not care. I like how Laredo Kronk is now in my contacts list. Good. I'm going to be asking everybody about Laredo Kronk. Don't know anything about Regine's murder. Monday hung upside down and killed. No. Malachite's murder. No. Ilswin Two Conkers.
I understand they're members of the guild.
Why, of course. I have a lot of respect for them. Of course, they do all that boring excavation work, which isn't really my thing. Still, someone has to do the boring stuff, I guess. Not everyone can lead an exciting, action-packed life like me.
Alkali.
Oh, yes. One of Horst's cronies.
Oh, because of Horst.
Well, some of the time.
Everyone knows Horst.
We've sparred with each other a couple of times.
What do you make of him?
He's a treacherous, rat-like man, and you do well to stay away from the likes of him.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
And Carlotta. Yep, no one that you've had the pleasure of meeting. Azil.
The Mad Ascari of the Great Neff.
Third person to mention the Great Neff.
Ah, yes. I think I raided his tomb a couple of years ago. Didn't get much, frankly, but what I have is down in the vaults.
But you raided his tomb? You didn't evacuate his tomb? Would you say that you're some kind of tomb
Damn.
raider then?
Anyone would think I was trying to encourage you to break into the vaults beneath the guild, where centuries of priceless treasures have accumulated.
It feels like she's
It's
just
all
there.
protected by a hideously complex and brutal security system, isn't it?
Hey! You're pretty sharp for a guest.
It feels like she's just there to
Yes,
constantly
I
hint at the
designed it
vault.
myself. You'll like the sawtoothed doors.
Ooh, I love some sawtooth doors.
Absolutely.
Care to tell me what it means?
No, but I promise that the answer is here somewhere in the guild.
Why do I not like the way you said that?
It's definitely a catalogue number.
Probably because you have a strong survival instinct.
I don't understand.
You will, sooner or later. Mark my words.
The voice, like, volume level is kind of all over the place. I'm gonna press this hinged book. Herpa-derpa-der.
Don't touch that.
Please. I wasn't counting on her saying not to. Why? Why not to? Uh-oh. 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 I think I might have softlocked the game. Oh, please tell me I'm not softlocked the game. I've not saved in, like, all today. All I did was try and talk to her, and my cursor is gone. No button does anything. Really? This can't be how it ends. What a stupid, like, what a stupid softlock. I just tried talking to her. I'm angry. I'm very angry. Alright, maybe this is an EPSXE thing. We just restart it? No. Let's try... What settings can you actually change while it's on? Let's try changing the memory card. Right, let's take out the memory card. Yeah, we were getting some genuine progress. Alright. I am very sorry about this. I really should, like, learn to save. But fundamentally, I am spoiled by autosave. We're not going to end the stream here, though. What we're going to do is we're going to take a short 10-minute break. Take that time to hydrate. You know, grab a snack, stretch your legs. We've soft-locked the game by trying to talk to Laredo again. When we come back, we're gonna reset the game, restart from save, and play through everything we did today, but we're just gonna speedrun it like crazy. Should only take like less than an hour, so I might need y'all help in remembering what the order of things that we did is, but it's so annoying. Last save was literally the beginning of today. We can skip everything though, fortunately, which is really nice. So yeah. Sorry to everybody who is watching, but if you want to continue to see the epic conclusion, well, I say conclusion, the conclusion to our game today, hopefully we'll be able to get back to it in about 30-40 minutes. So come back then. If you're interested in watching the quote-unquote speed run, it's not really a speed run, but the speed get back to where we're at, then yeah, I'll be back in about 10 minutes after I just go and have a little cry. See you then. So annoying.